Welcome to another video. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I'm throwing you guys down, doing a trade recap, a trade breakdown on this 15-hour trade, 15.5. It was supposed to be a 16, 17-hour trade, but as you guys know, when you get in a trade, usually market always fucks you up because the profit from industry is just like that, right? That's gonna be a trade breakdown of a 15.5 RR. Hit full take profit. We profit full way, right? This trade was taken on Tuesday, and we held it all the way till Thursday, and hit take profit today. Right, we as well had another take profit, which is the 1.1142 as our other take profit, but I did not go for that because I'm still in the earlier stage of it. In the future, I'll definitely go for it. As of right now, I will not. But let's read you guys down this 15.5 hour trade that took about 2 days, right? Wednesday it hit first take profit, second take profit, and Thursday hit the last take profit on a London session. It was a very beautiful trade in my eyes. I did nothing wrong in this trade. Probably to trade, very nice trade, very high quality setup trade. But let's turn you guys down. My top down analysis. What let me take this longer trade. As I said to you guys on the higher time frame, on the weekly market forecast. As you guys know, I do weekly market forecast. If you guys not pay attention to a weekly market forecast, make sure you guys do, because very valuable insights on the market, right? Especially EURUSD if you trade EURUSD, right? We go to the monthly time frame right over here. I mean, not monthly time frame, weekly time frame, right? As I said in my weekly market forecast, that I want to buy below the opening price of the weekly market. I want to buy below the weekly market opening, right? So there's a weekly candle. I want to buy below the opening price of the weekly candle, which, as always you guys know, when you buy or sell below, buy or sell above the opening price, you will usually have a very nice take, entries, right? You will have trades that are, could last a swing trade, right? But as you guys know, the main reason why I actually bought below the opening price was simply because of one reason: CRT, first candle accumulation, second candle manipulation, third candle expansion. The third candle, you could expect a OTE with a buying below the opening price. At the third candle of a CRT, as you guys know, you always want to buy or sell above or below the opening price, right? If you're selling, you want to sell above the opening price. If you're buying, you want to buy below the opening price, right? In this case, a bullish example, right? Bullish trade. So you want to buy below the weekly opening price, right? And what is the best time frame for a CRT is the weekly time frame, right? Weekly time frame offers you that beautiful, three candle model of a CRT. And monthly could take a couple months to hit take profit. It could cause different type of CRT, but the weekly is the most efficient way of having a classic CRT model, which is a three candle model, right? In this case, we have three candle model. And why did I expect this to hit this? Why did I expect the take profit to get hit this week? Because three candle model, right? Third candle is always going to be a very fast candle. It's always going to zoom in one direction. Why? It's just called a distribution candle, right? So we had a weekly CRT to the upside, right? Weekly IRL to ERL, and that's the main reason why I went here right now over here. In the future, I will go, a higher time frame, like 3-month time frame or monthly time frame, take profits. As of right now, I'll stick to what I got right here and improve from here on forward, right? But the reason I went here is primarily because of the weekly CRT high being here, and weekly IRL to ERL right over here, pointing to the same position, right? Now, if we go down to the daily time frame for more insights of the market, we had a daily IRL to ERL. As well, we had a classic expansion profile 1 to the upside, Tuesday low of the week. Right? How would I have thought that Tuesday would be the low of the week? Because, it's a classic three candle model once again on the daily, right? We had a weekly CH to the upside, weekly classic expansion profile 2, right? And weekly, classic CRT three candle model, as well on the daily time frame. Monday range, Tuesday manipulation, Wednesday expansion. So another classic three candle model. You can see Wednesday hit the drawn liquidity Wednesday was a big fat candle, right? Oh, it's It's nothing random. You can see how the third candle will rip in one direction, right, without waiting here, right? So looking for a classic, especially profile 1 Tuesday low of the week. As well, we had a daily series to the upside, and that was a very strong bias there, right? And the lower time frame for our narrative in the context of the market was, first of all, OTE, right, and a daily range. So market soup at a low, soup at a high, right? We had a stable high, stable low, and on the Monday trade that we had, which was a loss, the Monday trade, we bought in a premium, which is stupid, right? But I noted down. So Tuesday we bought at a discount, right? So we were fine. And eventually we had two things here, right? We had a daily range and an OTE, right? Well, how was the OTE? It was a low. This is a high. Market made a lower low, a higher high, and this is the most dominant high of after this. This high got broken above. Eventually, this pushed down. It's just an OTE, right? Market pushed down to the 62 mark. It eventually ripped out of here, right? We as well had a discounted key level, which is the sell side liquidity, and which was the daily CFT low. And what else do we had here? We had a bearish order flow. We did have market profile in the lower time frame. We're looking for a New York profile 2, 5 MA accumulation, 9 MA manipulation, and 1 PM expansion. We had a SMT with DXY. Before we get to our low time frame, let me do some more context narrative to this, right? Although we did have a bearish order flow, I was looking for a long here because keep in mind the order flow does not tell the story, right? The order flow does not tell the story. What tells the story in the lower time frames is context and narrative plus the higher time frame, right? So now on the lower time frame, what do we had here? That was it. That was enough for us to trade. We as well had a lower time frame range, right? How come do we had a range? There's our range low, there's our range high. You don't want to buy or sell within the range. On a ticket, once the range low or range high gets souped. So range low got souped, we want to buy, right? You can see how come there's a range high, how come there's range low? Because market made a low and a high. So we're automatically in range. How come this now a range high? The market narrative, for our narrative, is because there was not a legit high here, right? Which is random bullish candle, right? Random swing high, right? Because you guys know a actual range is caused by a legit high and legit low, right? So we had this range high, range low. In this case, this was not a daily CT high, but it's always not going to be like that, right? So now you can see over in the long term, this trade we did struggle for a while here, right? We're almost stopped out, but as you guys know, our entry is OTE, and our stop was a total soup. So our stop was total soup, entry was OTE. So the market did go down, but did it stop us out? No. Did this push down fear me? No. Why did I fear me? Simply because I knew that it was an OTE down there, right? If we go to low time for the execution now before we get any further, and why did we only make a 15.5 hour gain and not a 16-hour gain? You see the entry difference, right? That's right over here is our number 1, right? Look at the entry difference. I entered here and the market made me hold over here, right? Kind of, interesting, kind of, sus, but it is what it is, right? Now, we had the entry right over there, right? The number 1. How does our entry? How does the number 1? Because SMT with DXY. We had a SMT with DXY and SMT with GU. So I was fine. And I de-risked on this trade. Why did I de-risk on this trade? Because I see the divergence. And there was a very big lesson out of this trade that you guys could watch, till the end to find that lesson, which is very valuable. So if you skip the video and you don't, wait till the lesson, because the lesson is the most important part of this trade recap. It's not me making money. It's not me losing money. It's primarily me giving the lesson, right? The lesson is the most important part because that is where the wisdom drops down from me to you, right? So now you can see right over here, what do we had is, Monroe 1, we entered, market went up all over here, eventually just consolidated, right? Did this push down, fear me, or made me panic about my buys or anything? No, never. It never did. Why? Because I know that market has OTE, right? You guys know OTE is very, OTE is like one of the concepts where the market likes to respect a lot, right? You can see right over here, we had an OTE. This is the last low. This was the last high, right? You can see before we can go any further, how does OTE get created? Simply by making a low and a high, making a lower low, a higher high. So this push up right when it closed above here, I was like, that's a very strong reaction to the upside. That is an OTE. So this deep retreat to the downside did not fear me. You can see market went down to the 0.886, eventually bounced out of there. 0.86 is literally the last mark of the OTE. Eventually, market should definitely reflect out of that. And you can see market did reflect out of that. And as you guys know, what is the OTE? OTE is a deep retracement, scaring off trades on the right side of the market. Did it scare me off? No, it did not, because this is literally me. So if you're in the OT, you usually want to stay in the OT, right? And we had a beautiful setup during the OTE, which was during the Pacific time at 3 a.m. You can see we had a beautiful setup for our OT to long it up one more time upside. So people who were trading long session could have caught that and caught this, right? Either of them, right? So you could have caught this beautiful trade to the long side. This OTE, you guys know, offer you guys always OTE always offers a plus setup, right? OTE always offers you A plus setup, and you can see A plus setup right over here as well to the long side, right? Eventually hit strong take profit 1, broke even, and partial 40%. Take profit 2 got hit, partial 30%. The last take profit got hit all over here, and we got out the trade for another. We let the 30% runners, right? You can see, you're probably wondering, well, you said you made 15 RR, but you only made less. But you made less than that. Why? Partialing, right? Partial is gonna definitely make you less than 15 RR, right? But it's about making the money, not, it's about you making the money, right? Money is money, right? If partial gonna make less, it is what it is. It's money is money, right? But you can see tariff came around on Wednesday, 4 p.m. This big reaction to the upside, and that's what happened. Did this fear me? Not at all. As you guys know, OTE is always here to save you. What is the best way for you guys to deal with? The best way for you guys to deal with emotions and not be emotional in the market is simply by knowing OTE. OTE will take all the, fear, panic, or any emotions that are negative away, because you know that the market is not random. It moves through specific reason. This market did this for no. This market did not do this for no reason. It did this to just trap off. This big up push up to the downside for a reason, right? It's pushed down. It did it to scare off the breakout traders, to scare off the break structure traders, right? To scare off the pattern traders, and they think that market's gonna go down from here, only forward down from here, right? Because it did a breakout structure in a lower time frame. Did it go down? No, it did a total soup, did a KOD, kiss of death, and eventually went up high, right? I did have an opportunity to take this KOD here. I did not take it since I'm on a trade to the alongside, right? So there was no need for me to take it, but I did give out the signal, so those who took it made a big bag out of this as well. But you can see another OT, same OT here, right? Market super low, super high, closure above it, and eventually this is most dominant high here. After this closure above, eventually market retraced all the way down to the 0.79, eventually reflect out of the 0.79 to the upside, right? Did this fear me? No. Why? OTE. OTE is like part of the, OTE is one of the concepts which is very important. You can see, as I told you guys, he offers you a plus setup on OTEs. OTEs always offers you a plus setups, right? You can see OTE offers you another A plus setup to the upside, and you draw on liquidity, right? OTE gives you, how is OTE A plus setup? Simply because of it already confirms that the market already wants to go up here, right? So market is already confirmed to go up higher. So market is doing a pullback. Eventually you enter on that pullback and go up high from here, right? On a 4-hour time frame, we as well had a KOD here. How old is a KOD? Kiss of death. You can see what's a KOD. How old is a KOD? Very simple. There was literally nothing holding this high, right? It was only this CRT high and this high. There was nothing else there holding it, right? There's no other liquidity. There was liquidity. This liquidity does not matter because they're near each other, right? But there was literally nothing holding it, right? So basically, since nothing holding it is going to be considered as a KOD. This is the last total soup before we draw on liquidity. Why did the market pull all the way back down to a CRT low? Because ranges, right? Market move through ranges, right? Range high, range low. That's how the market moves, right? Market just can't just, go up high here randomly. It needs to go through ranges. As you guys know, we're CRT traders, which we are ranges traders. We're range traders, right? Now, this is the trade recap of 15.5 RR. What is the lesson of the trade? I will no longer be doing a de-risk on a SMT divergence. So from now on forward, I will no longer de-risk on SMT because I'm initially supposed to risk 1%. I risk about 0.70%. Yes, I made a huge amount of bag out of this. Yes, I got a drawdown. One trade literally got me a drawdown. I made 7 mistakes in a row. guess what? Market rewarded me for, learning from the mistakes. So eventually market offered me a 15.5 RR, and I made a 8 RR gain on this. Eventually I got a drawdown from, a huge amount of loss. I got a drawdown. I got out of a negative 7 RR drawdown, right? It's that one trade got me out of drawdown, right? And purposely I got into drawdown, as you guys know. I'll show you guys. Somebody told me to go and drawdown, get out drawdown, show us proof that you can get out drawdown, and this really showed you guys proof right over here. And I will make a video on this, right? I will make a video on how to get out drawdown, give you guys proof as well, because 3 people DM me like, yo, Taki, hey, I'm sometimes again drawdown it's impossible to get out drawdown. Is there any advice? Is there any way I can get out drawdown? And I was like, as long as you have CSC here, you're chilling, you're in the right hands, right? And yeah, I showed you guys. I purposely got and down at negative 6 RR just to get out of it, just to show you guys that you can actually make out a drawdown, right? And when you get in drawdown, make sure you guys never get emotional. It's all part of the process, right? So yeah, this is the main part of the lesson of this trade is I will no longer be de-risking on the SMT. As you guys know, all my beautiful setups are usually SMT. Right, this pushed down a 13 RR last week, 13 RR. Right after that, we made mistakes left and right, left and right. That's why we lost. That's a negative 7 RR, right? But we had a 13 RR setup, which was offered by SMT, right? Most of our beautiful setups are offered by SMT divergences, right? And this setup, we only made 8 RR, but guess what? It's supposed to be 13 RR because we went, lesson, right? So as I said, we seek lesson from the market. I never seek to lose. I never seek to win. I always seek to have lessons, right? The only time I don't seek to have lessons is when the market is just a probability game. So when I don't break my rules, I take a loss. That's a beautiful loss because of probability loss, right? Other than that, everything else is going to be a lesson, right? But yeah, the lesson of the trade is I will no longer be de-risking on SMT divergences, and I just took out that rule to not de-risk on SMT divergences, and I just took out that rule because you know why? I wrote it down at first. Eventually, I just delete the rule because that rule literally making me miss out on more profits. Because this one I could have patched a challenge account, get funded from this specific trade only. I could have gotten out of drawdown plus get funded, but unfortunately, I de-risked, right? Because my rule says to de-risk, and I did de-risk, so I did not want to break my rule, right? As you guys know, I do not care about money. I do not care about making money. I do not care about winning. I only care about following my rules. I only care about building good habits, gaining satisfaction from building habits. Am I happy from the trade? Yes, I am, because I follow all my rules. And how am I building good habits? Is by following my rules. My rules are set to give me the highest probability setups, as well as to give me a very is as well said to give me good habits, right? Good habits such as being patient, confident, fearless, emotional, not greedy, and everything that's a good habit thing, right? So I'm satisfied from the trade at de-risk, but that will no longer be a thing. But for the trade, I did have to de-risk because of the rule, right? Other than that, I would have stayed on risks, but I will no longer be de-risking on SMT divergences. But this trade has a lot of lessons. This trade has OTEs. Look, OTE. Another OTE, right? OTE of the OTE, we had a KOD, beautiful setup, SMT with DXY, and a GU. Market eventually went up here. And this drawdown, I couldn't care less if he would have hit my stop loss or not. Because I know that the market is not random. Sometimes it may be random probability loss, right? Other than that, usually market is very rare for the market to be a probability game. Usually, market is probability game like sometimes, but it's rare, by the way. So you should know that as well, because that if you think every loss is a probability loss, you would not gonna improve. Do not seek probability losses, seek in lessons and improvements. The only time to seek a probability loss is when you have a set foundation. And through these losses I did not have a set foundation, right? Right now, currently, it does look like to me to have a set foundation, right? So this trade, if you would have gone on loss, it would have been a probability loss. Why? Because I have set a beautiful foundation that actually works. That's not random ass rules. I won't add a random ass rule to my trading plan, right? Our add rules are actually backed by proof. As you guys know, all my rules are backed by proof. Legit low is backed by proof. Show you guys multiple times that okay, there's low to get a double purge because market does not have legit low. So market virtually double purge and went up higher. The first model one failed. And I told you guys proof with everything. So you guys, my other rule that we had on Monday, another mistake we made on Monday, right? But we learned from it, right? After we learned from it, we made every loss that we made from this previous week. And the last previous week, first setup made us past the phase one. This setup could have made us past phase two. It will in the future. But we have to do this, right? Rules, right? But on this setup, the improving was what? Never buying premium, never selling discount, only buying premium once the discount area gets tapped, only selling premium once the premium area, only selling discount once the premium area gets tapped, right? And other than that, do not do anything in between, right? So there was a lesson out of this. Eventually, we buying discount, and eventually went up higher from here, and now drawing liquidity. And you guys wondering, because as you guys see right over here, tell me the news. Show me the chart. I'll tell you the news. Tariff came out. They did a 20% tariff on the European Union. They did a 10% tariff on the British pound. And British pound and the European Union is still going up. Why is it still going up? Because market is not controlled by news. News are not random. They're already priced in. Every single news, all the news does is just push the price with faster volume to the drawn liquidity. Just moves faster, right? Without stagnating. So it just moves faster to the drawn liquidity. It does not do anything random. It moves strictly to the drawn liquidity, not to the drawn liquidity. It can manipulate and go to the drawn liquidity. In this case, it manipulated first, then to the drawn liquidity, right? News are not random. Do not get feared about news. Trade news, but only time you should not trade is FOMC before FOMC press conference, right? The day before it. Everything else you can, right? All the news, even though FOMC press conference is priced in, right? Everything is priced in. It's just that rate cuts and rates, as of what I see, is not that good to trade the day before it, right? Through my understanding, right? So, as you can see, show me the chart. I'll tell you the news. Perfect example. I've showed you guys multiple examples, multiple times, left and right, that news is not random. News moves in a specific direction. It moves for a reason. You want to draw on liquidity, just adds volume to the market to move faster to the drawn liquidity, right? Thank you for watching. This is a 15.5 hour trade recap. Beautiful trade, satisfied because I built good habits and follow all my rules. And yeah, thank you for watching. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, share, and you guys start on Discord. Soon there will be a paid mentorship. It is what it is. Probably wondering why you're doing a paid mentorship. People do not value the free shit, right? This is right here is a free, resource lesson. People do not value this, so there's literally no other hands. But I do that, right? Because if it's free, they're less lazy to do it. And it's less harder for me to do it because it's gonna be harder for me to do it. Why? Because it's free. You know what I'm saying? Nobody likes free shit, right? And when it's free to you guys looking at this content, you guys are lazy, right? You guys you can see I have no risk on the table. I'm not spending my own money. Yeah, fuck it. I'm not gonna do it, right? You're gonna be lazy. You're gonna procrastinate. But when there's money, when it's there, your money in the line, you can be like, yeah, I put my money here. I have to put it on work. I have to use it because I put my hard-earned money to this specific thing, right? So yeah, make sure you guys join Discord, link is down below. And yeah, thanks for watching. And one other thing that we had is shit, I forgot what I was gonna say. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later. Peace out. And join our Discord, links down below. You guys like, subscribe, comment, share. And yeah, this is my trade recap of 15.5 RR. Beautiful setup. And I'll see you guys at Discord. Peace out.